Mike. Set. Mike, get it. Tighten up. Pull it together.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Throw left side, complete to QT. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the gun, here's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Check 26.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
41 to Mike. Check 41.
Here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. That one goes for... ...24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Now it's Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Get your swarm on. Mike 41. Mike 41. Let's go. Let's go, defense.
Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
I smell fear in that offense.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Watch QB's up. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Watson now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
On second and 10, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Here's Watson. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Here we go, G. Out, out, out. 24. Jump, anyway.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. So we talk about being... And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
This is Ingram on first and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. A big pickup of 38.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10.
He's mine. Mike 41.
This is Ingram. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second and 9, Jackson is pass caught at the 4. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Jackson's going to try the sneak. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Another shot from the one on second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Texans.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
We got three,
A shotgun snap for Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmental.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
This one complete to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check your hot read. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Mike 41, Mike 41. Let's go.
Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 27-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
The Texans take over.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ed. Check three. Go. I need one over here. 41, Mike.
And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Caught right side at Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 12 yards to go.
Shut. 60 out low. 55, Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Whoa. 55, Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good.
It's caught at the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Hey, when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Steps away to his left. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check 41. You must be dreaming. Hey, let's go. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check. 66. Pull it now. Echo.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Back now in Baltimore. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And Miller with it over the middle. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 48 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. And it's 2nd down.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. Mike, 41.
Now Jackson to throw again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He uncorks it for Snead. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 78 yards, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Forced it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tim Williams able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 46 yards. And the Texans had cut it to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DJ Reader picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On the right side, this is Miller. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is...
And this will be a touchdown. Taking it in from the 20, and the Texans have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Jackson to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's back to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Now he's forced out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles.